An invisible wonderland is revealed and comes to life under the penetrating eye of the microscope.
This is the state-of-the-art SEM, Scanning Electron Microscope. It was produced by the Zeiss company. This type here is the EVO MA10 model, with two computers on the side, one for microscope control and the other for image analyzing using EDX. It is designed to perform extreme magnifications at the range of 6 orders of magnitude from about 10 to 1 million times. Instead of using visible light, this microscope uses beams of electrons to map the topography and composition of a sample.
Под колпаком электронной пушки зарождаются электроны. Высокое напряжение разгоняет их почти до скорости света. Космическую скорость ракет здесь с улыбкой считают черепашкой.
This is how you analyze a sample with a scanning electron microscope. Samples need to be small enough to fit the specimen room. Non-metal samples need to be sputter-coated so they are electrically conductive. In this case, we are analyzing non-conducting material, and therefore we need to sputter-coat the surface. These are the common elements used for coating. In this case, we are applying gold as our coating material. The coating process takes place in this high vacuum evaporation machine. Samples are plugged to one of 9 slots on the holder plate. The sample, along with the plate, is then inserted inside the coating machine. The machine is then depressurized and the coating process begins. This process can take from 5 up to 7 minutes. Here, you can see the difference between coated and non-coated materials. After the coating process, we can now start to operate the actual microscope. In here, we place the sample holder containing our coated sample inside the observation chamber. The chamber is then flooded with oxygen gas to adjust the pressure inside the observation chamber. We need to select which holder position to be analyzed on the computer. After we select the positions that we want to observe on the computer, the discs will spin and move upwards towards the electron gun. The sample is now ready to be previewed on the screen. This is not your normal keyboard. It got multiple buttons and knobs used to control the camera view. The two main knobs here are for magnification and focus control. The animation here shows what happens when you twist the knobs. To modify the contrast and brightness of the image, the two knobs here control each of them. The animation here shows what happens when you twist the knobs. You can now explore the surface of the sample using these controllers on the keyboard. After we get the certain spot on the image, we can analyze it using Energy Dispersive X-ray or EDX. The SEM can be used to reveal 4 things about the sample, namely topography, the texture of a sample, morphology, the shape and measurements of particles, composition, the elements and compounds that form up a sample, and crystallography, the structures of crystal of an object. In this screen, we are analyzing the sample for its composition. The graph here shows the percentage of elements composing the sample. Do notice that each element is automatically color-coded by the computer. The microscope is also equipped with the automation features such as self-calculating the weight percent and mapping them on a graph. SEM makes material analysis possible and faster. You can apply for an experiment involving SEM at Collaborative STEM Laboratories Prasetiya Mulya today.